In prior videos, we talked about how Bitcoin cases are the largest growing fraud category, according to what we're seeing in our agency, and also what even the FBI and Department of Justice is seeing in their prosecutions. So now, what do you do if it's Bitcoin or other type of cryptocurrency? How do you bust that? And this is exactly how it's being done. AML tools, which stands for anti-money laundering, are tools which were used back in the 60s and 70s to discover narcotics trafficking and to break the bank records of narcotics traffickers, which at the time were secret, a lot of Swiss bank accounts in Bahamas and overseas accounts. And they're using the same tools. And those tools don't necessarily rely on the accounts being visible, kind of like crypto accounts are secured and they're by definition, they have encryption. The bank accounts in the 60s and 70s and even in the 80s had encryption in a sense that they were private. You know, the Swiss bank account, numbered bank account was the gold standard. These types of accounts were discovered using anti-money laundering techniques, and it's looking at suspicious activities and looking at the activities around the banking records themselves. FinCEN was the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which was created to discover these types of accounts. And in 2013, even FinCEN said they were lost when it came to technology behind Bitcoin, right? But now they said they're paying attention. They're ramping up its capabilities to follow through with that declared authority. And these same tools, there was a really good operation, private sector company called the IAAR back in the early 2000s, International Association of Asset Recovery. And that agency out of Florida was key to help distributing the anti-money laundering and asset recovery techniques that were high level so that anybody could use them, even private investigators. So this is something that is being enforced in cryptocurrency. You can see here that FinCEN and the other enforcement divisions are enforcing cryptocurrency regulations. And suspicious activity reports from banks is the way that it started, and it's increasing, right? Here's a perfect example. 2018, there were 1,500 suspicious activity reports each month related to cryptocurrency. In 2019, there were 850,000 SARs for cryptocurrency, right? So you can see the jump from one year to another. It's a factor of a jump. It's huge, and they're looking at what banks' involvements are. At some point, the money is moved around from one bank to another, and that's where the identification comes, and it's having results. Department of Justice had a massive seizure of crypto funds from a terrorist network and also from the dark web. So this is the next step in the chess game, where the investigators in the private sector and the public sector are using even old tools, AML tools that have been put on the shelf because they weren't needed, to bust these cryptocurrency scams. So if you put money into a Ponzi scheme that's a crypto scheme, or somebody stole your crypto account, these are the tools that are used to break through that and find out who's behind it and who has your money that they've stolen using illegal representations and illegal business processes.